Yo, this is Bonnie Godiva, YO, all the way to Toronto. We out here for WD6. Make sure you tune in to Witty, Smitty News. Show love like they show love to the culture. Show that love back.
You get washed on the web, itsy bitsy. You in question soon as we see you, Witty Smitty.
Ah! Good?
Yeah, just loving the piss smell. Just basking in piss smell. Every time I breathe in, there's like definitely a little bit of piss that's evaporating into my nose.
So Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, joined with the still champion Rone.
Yes, sir.
Absolute classic battle with Caustic last night. How do you think it went?
Dude, I mean, I think I won, you know. I think it was a great battle back and forth, and I'm just happy to have put on like a good matchup like that for the people. Like I really wanted to, like people felt like they were disappointed by the last title match, so I took that personally, and I really wanted to have like just go all out, and you know what I mean. I really pushed a lot of boundaries, and that was intentional because I just wanted to give people a show, people something to watch, people something to get excited about.
Now you both had a similar angle in the battle. Did that throw you off at all when he started rapping about similar things that you were about to rap about?
It did, because he was making up stuff to counter the true stuff that I had to make my shit look fucking false. He was like making up false angles like about shit that never happened to make my shit look like crazy. And like I didn't know if that was working, but like I just had to like bear through it and just like tell him that he was like lying, like you were lying to me right now. I know you're lying. Like these people are gonna hear the truth. Like, and the way I think I set my shit up with like enough conviction, like I didn't just put it together haphazardly. Like I gave the truth, but I also had some punchlines with it. So I feel like I knew my plan, and so I just saw through all the bullshit and I was prepared enough to just be able to execute my plan.
Now going into that battle, for those who don't know, it was actually a rematch. You guys have battled before, Grind Time. So, did you expect to see anything different from him compared to when you seen him first?
I expected like an elevated, level of viciousness. Like I expected him to really like take the gloves off. I expected him to really come after it. So I'm happy that he did, because like I thought we were gonna go there. And also just the fact that it was a title match makes it like more important, you know what I mean? It's more like heavy of a circumstance. So he went there, and that's kind of the evolution of Caustic. He's turned into this like really vicious battler, where at the time we battled it the first time, he was more of like, man, see, you guys got me freaking high out here, man. I'm stumbling through
That's my bad.
No, I asked for it like a jackass. Step back up to the plate. Got me hitting rigged out here like a But it was a pleasure. It was a great battle, man, and the hospitality has been incredible out here as well. So
you've been in a couple judge battles in King of the Dot, obviously. Grind Time, you were in judge battles. You feel that's helped you being able to gauge going into a battle at being judged? Maybe you change your writing around to cater more to the judges as opposed to cater to the crowd?
I don't think I cater to the judges necessarily. I definitely don't write for like judges or think about that. I just think of like what's going to be the most impactful. And I don't think of who it's going to be impactful for, because I hope it's going to be impactful for everybody. So I don't think that there's really like a difference in my writing. I just want to win people over, and everyone's in the crowd to me.
So Grind Time was a big thing for you. You battled DNA, Awkwards, like I said, Caustic. What was your favorite moment you had in Grind Time?
Man, in Grind Time, my favorite moment was I battled against this guy, Rugged, and I just had like 3 crazy rounds of just like just a ton of like punchlines and like crazy like rapping flows, and like it just like blew people's minds. And it was like, it's kind of an under the radar battle, but like it was just like such like a pure feeling of like just me like killing it. So like if you've never seen that battle, go check out me against Rugged, because I fucking killed him.
So you're from Philly.
True.
Reed Dollars, Cicero, big names came up probably around the time maybe you started getting into battle rap. So what was the first battle you saw where you're like, damn, I need to fucking try this shit? And the one that got you hooked on it, where you had to continue watching it?
So Reed Dollars was definitely a big one, and like Reed Dollars against Trigger was one of the first battles that I ever saw. And man, yeah, I like Trigger, like really, I liked Trigger at first, you know what I mean? But like after watching it a second time, I was like, okay, Reed Dollars is fucking incredible. Yeah, I guess I look like an idiot for liking Trigger at first, but I'll admit that here, man. This is a Witty Smitty exclusive, bro. I'll bring it out. But after that, I started watching like the WRCs and shit, and like old Scribble Jam footage, and like just kind of following the scene through the rise of YouTube. You know, just being able to watch everything on YouTube made it so much more accessible, and that's kind of when I started getting into it. It was all in a very easy place for me to watch.
So for those who also don't know, you also battled Charles Hamilton. I guess he was he was popping huge at the time when you freestyled him.
I feel like we're just talking about a bunch of names of people whose career I ended. We're talking about Rugged and fucking Charles Hamilton. And
how did that even come about, though? You ended up battling him. Was that after like a show at the college or something?
Yeah, I went to Penn State at the time, and he was like rapping at a concert there, and I knew he liked to like freestyle during his concerts, and like he didn't do any of that. He like would call people up on stage and have them rap, and he didn't really do any of that. So afterwards, I kind of came around the side of the stage and like just walked up to him, and I was like, "Yo, you trying to rap?" And he's like, "Yeah, like let's rap." Like I was like, "All right, let's rap." He's like, "Well, you came up to me, let's rap." And I didn't even know people were filming it, but I was just trying to like fucking rap. And like I said, I've been watching these YouTube battles and everything, and so I like had a natural battling mentality when I freestyled. So I was just kind of coming at him, and like we were just kind of trying to kick it back and forth. But like at the end of the day, like it looked like a back and forth battle, and then it was on World Star 2 days later, and I'd forgotten about it, but like it really launched 1,000 ships.
Yeah, like Verse Tracker has that listed as your first battle. So was that your actual first battle, or?
I mean, it wasn't a scheduled battle. Like it wasn't like I didn't prepare for it.
But it was the first thing that footage came up with, I guess.
Footage, but that was like the first time I ever like rapped on camera. Like I wasn't even like I wasn't even trying to be a rapper. I was just like trying to like have fun, like fucking, and just like freestyle. I was just like having fun freestyling at the time. I just liked the song Brooklyn Girls, so I went to the concert.
Yeah, that song's fire, actually.
Great song, you know what I mean? People rip on me for being at the concert. It was a fucking fire song. If you're in college and 20 years old and fucking some top 40 fucking rappers coming to your school, are you not going to the fucking concert? Are you kidding me? You're gonna make fun of me for being at a fucking Charles Hamilton concert. Beat it, and I fucking ended his career, so what the fuck are you saying? What are we talking about now? No, shout out to Charles Hamilton. Man, that's the guy. He's coming back, man. And we'll rise together like phoenixes from the ashes.
So last question. Obviously, you're still champ. Who do you want next? Who do you think is deserving to battle you for the chain?
Man, none of these guys. They're fucking bums, man. I want to fucking put all the rats in a fucking pit and fucking light some gasoline and fucking watch them fucking fight to get out of it. I don't give a fuck who it is, man. I don't even care at this point, because I'm trying to fucking cook somebody. I want someone who's going to give me a fucking challenge. So, you know, do with that what you will. But, I mean, I'm not gunning for anybody. Their job is to come up the hill. You know what I mean? I don't look down the hill and see who's coming up.
Wow. Well, Rone, still champ. Like I said, great battle. It was a classic. One of the best King of the Dot title matches, I think. Definitely top 3.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for joining me. Witty Smitty News, we out.
Witty Smitty, my man.